가방 안에 굳은 다짐이 the backpacker 우리는 backpackers yeah we the backpacker 내가 묻은 신발이 바래져도 backpacker 우리는 backpackers 출발은 언제나 겁없이 시작부터 맨발 내 눈에 싹 다 basic
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good morning everyone.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Okay. I'm fine too. First of all, I would like to welcome you all today seminar. Thank you for taking the time to join us. My name is Anissa Salsabila, and I'm honored to be your speaker for the session. Today we will discuss about evolution. Normally and highly relevant subjects are involved in today's share, insight, further for discussion and explore how people together. Before we begin, I would like to remind everyone that this is an open and respectful space. Feel free to share your talk and our question at my time, anytime during the discussion. Without further and let's go start. Evolution. What is evolution? Evolution refers to the general change in a population genetic composition over successive generation. It provides an explanation for the change observed in organisms about biological history when compared with those present today. Evolution is based in theory. A theory is explanation based on well-substantiated evidence that has been tested respectively and is expected by the scientific community. Evolutionary theory. The two theories in evolution is Lamarckism and Darwinism. The first Lamarckism early evolution theory proposed that individuals differ characteristics during their lifetime that ideally survival. These characteristics will then be entered by a first brain. The Darwinism theory is it was later discovered by Charles Darwin that individuals born with stars that ended survival were better suited to their environment and were therefore more likely to live long enough to reproduce and pass on those the progress types. The next is defense for evolution. Many genetic, anatomical, physiological, and geological and biographical discoveries have been made to support the theory of evolution. These include comparative anatomy, molecular homogeny, and the fossil record. The first, I will explain comparative anatomy. Comparing the anatomy of present day, transitional and sexual organisms with each other, in addition to embryological or intermediate forms, give insight to the similarities and differences between various body structures. But internal and external forms can be observed and associated with functions between organisms to illustrate the degree of evolution related. This depending on what is being compared, structure can be referred to as being homological, analogical, vestigial. The one homologic structure. The structure look different external, however, actually links to space to a common ancestor. The structure and essentially the somewhat different sense types. This difference can be attributed to how the structure has adapted to environmental conditions, pressure to like survival. For example, include the gradient line, temperature, discernment, and the most comfort. The Padactyl line is one of the most well-known explains of the homologic structure. Consists of the bones making up the appendix of the vertebrates and often refers to the although can also refer to the left as well. Different bones will vary in size, thickness, and orientation depends on what the specific species use. The line for swimming, sailing, and digging. The pathologic too can finish for the bones of pathologic line. Analogic structure. This might mislead you to think to space. The species are closely related as the structure appears similar in form, although on further inspection it can be found that the structure, however similar in appearance, are not a result of the region common ancestry. Similar in its head, size, color, and can be attributed to the organism experiencing similar environmental pressure, therefore reveal similar structure to ancient cloud. Expanding the wings of mammals, birds, and insects, dorsal fins of fish and marine mammals, feeding wings of placenta and marsupial mammals. The next is vertical structure. The anatomical structure that are present but no longer functional in modern organisms are known as vestigial structure. Their presence indicates functional in the ancestors. So if two modern species have the same vestigial structure, it is in evidence for ancestral example include the type of reckless bears or wings, well pelvis, wisdom teeth, appendix of elbows, and cockpit are solid bones. The next is comparative embryology. Vertebrates are classified as they share the following set of characteristics. Hello dorsal have nerves called developed into vertebral columns. Pharyngeal bones or the ribs are developed into the spinal cord of both handle type. The more skeletally and viscously filled to space are the more physically smaller. The embryos will appear early on in development. The next is molecular homogeny. In focus comparing the frequency, presence, absence, sequence of nitrogen gas, gains of chromosomes, and amino acid proteins and entrance minerals. By identifying similarities and differences of constellar traits that determine taxon's characteristics can be identified. The less genetic difference between the specimen covered with color, the more closely relevant the evolutionary distance can then be measured quantified. Next, fossil. Fossils are the present remains and types of fossil life, dependent on the structure, composition, and art. Fossil can be classified as transitional fossils. Fossil species the shell type with present type discussed are known as transitional fossils, as they exhibit similar in form with more than one species. They can be used to determine the redness and human ancestry. In summary, today, comparative anatomy, the fossilic part and molecular homogeny. This is the presentation that I can convey on this discussion. Hopefully, the material that we have discussion together can provide nice insight and inspiration for all of us. Thank you for your attention and participation, ladies and gentlemen. My success always accompany us all. I open to question.
My question: what are examples of adaptations that occur in animals with surface in different environments? Thank you.
Next, to Tasha, textbooks.
What is the difference between natural selection and artificial selection?
Thank you. I will answer the question from Himawari. What are explains of adaptation that occur in animals to survive in different environments? The answer is an example of animal adaptation is the camel, which can store water in its body to survive in the hot and dry desert. For Himawari, you understand in the answer.
Okay, thank you, Anissa. Let's answer. I can understand.
The next question from Tasha. What is the difference between natural selection and artificial selection? The answer is natural selection occurs naturally when the animals or plants, which is the best traits, survive and reproduce. While artificial selection in when human choose animals or plants with certain traits to breed. To Tasha, you understand the from answer me?
Yes, I understand.
Thank you for your attention and active participation. My hope success always accompany you all. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi